They're saying what they see may be a legit biblical angel in space. They used the Hubble Space Telescope, and this is back in 1996. 8,000 light years away, they see what looks like a living being.
Wait, an eye?
It looks like a straight eye. You see the rings around it?
Yeah.
What does it resemble though? Literally the thing in the Bible. With the eyes and the rings, fam. This is a legit picture from NASA. This looks like it can speak to you, bro.
Yeah.
If you go to look at the actual biblical angels, how they're described in the Bible.
Yo, there's the ring.
Look, the rings and then one huge eye in the middle.
Yeah.
Fam, isn't that not exactly this?
Yeah, that is that. You know what I'm saying?
They found out that chimpanzees, they're starting their own religion.
Chimpanzees?
Yeah, fam.
Wait, what?
Like-
what
like-
kind of religion?
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So they studied and they realized
Like they
after
worship the
studying,
banana.
I don't know, but they have footage and shit. Chimpanzees have a ritual of picking up a rock and slamming it at a tree and then getting excited.
Oh, what the?
But they would all do it.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost become a culture.
So that's like their sign of the cross. So it's
Like
like
who knows? Who knows? But it's a phenomenon because everybody starts doing it. Like once one starts, all of them start doing it and then they do it together.
So it is a cult, yeah.
So isn't it crazy that there's some sort of like to worship something or to ritualize something
Yeah.
in all humans?
Remember the it was like a gorilla or did you know about the girl who prayed to Lucifer?
What the fuck?
Who
No.
only
Who's
prayed
this?
to Lucifer.
Who's this?
So in 2005, I think, a little girl in Tijuana, she only prayed to Lucifer. So never to God.
Don't say that name,
No,
fam.
okay,
I don't
fine,
like
my
that.
fault. So when she was praying every day, she would pray for her mom, her dad, and the L word,
Yeah.
right? And by
Please
the end
like
of
and
the prayer,
subscribe.
She would say that I'm always praying to him because no one prays for him.
Whoa.
You know?
Yeah.
Now this is what happens. The mom one day overhears her saying this prayer, and she's like, "No, why are you saying that? I don't want anything to do with that. You only pray to God, right?" The girl was like, "No, I'm not gonna answer any questions. He's evading everything." So one day, she surprisingly dies. At her funeral, there's a guy there, dressed up. He goes to the mom. "I'll pay for all the funeral expenses. It's on me. Don't worry."
Damn.
This is what he said.
There was this Satanist.
Yeah.
He used to do voodoo to try and harm
Please
people.
like and
And one
subscribe.
woman came to him and said, I need you to try and kill this other woman that I hate. I want you to put a hex on her and kill her. The satanic priest, what he ended up doing, he did his rituals. And the moments where he spoke to the devil, you know what the devil told him?
What? Don't do it?
Not this woman.
Whoa.
Apparently, the devil was telling the high priest of satanic church, not this woman. Her God is too powerful.
Whoa, that's weird.
Also, there's a lot of claims too. These are coming from ex-satanic people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a person, they went to do harm to people, I think at some church, right? When he was walking towards them, he said there was a veil of fire that it wasn't visible to the eye, but he couldn't walk towards them because it would literally burn his flesh. They couldn't see it. It's just like more of a
Like a force field.
Yeah, it's something spiritual that you can't see.
Yeah.
Yo, Stephen Hawking, right? The most brilliant man in the world. People say like one of the most smartest people in the world, right? And he didn't believe in God, right? He didn't believe in like afterlife. He was an atheist. Isn't it crazy? How was Stephen Hawking living? He was stuck in Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by that though?
Listen, so before he had his eurekas, he did have his like eurekas and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then when he said he was an atheist, he said, don't believe in this, don't believe in that.
Then he went into that?
What happened to him?
Like, dead ass?
Yes.
Like, right after that?
yes.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was stuck in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he could only speak through a
What the fuck? No.
because he defied God.
No, that's hard.
The simplest explanation is, there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our fate.
I never knew that.
You didn't know that?
I thought it was...
This is also like an Andrew Schultz joke too. Like,
Oh, okay.
Andrew
Yeah.
Schultz talked about it too. Like, I think last month they found proof.
Yeah.
They found proof to a story that happened in the Bible. So you ever hear the story of Sodom and Gomorrah?
Oh, no. I thought it was the Red River.
No, it's not that. It's Sodom and Gomorrah.
No.
So, in the Bible, there was this city, and people in the city were sinning and they're doing terrible acts, right? And God wanted to punish the city, and He said, "Okay, I'm gonna send fire to destroy it, but I'm gonna warn this family there that I think they're good people." And it happens to be this family of this guy named Lot. Now, Lot, he had like a couple of his family members. The angels came to him and warned him, "Hey, you guys have to leave because the city's gonna go up in flames." So they all dipped, they all left out, right? Immediately, When
Please
they
like
started
and
leaving,
subscribe.
fire started hitting the city.
Holy shit.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And it started like engulfing the entire city into flames. It was crazy.
And it's a real story. That's what happened.
Listen.
Okay.
One rule God said to them is you cannot look back. That's the one rule, right? And Lot and his family were moving. They were getting away from it. But it was so tempting for his wife. She really wanted to see what's happening to the city. So she turned her head and looked out at the city.
Yeah.
And she turned into a pillar of salt.
What?
She turned into a pillar of salt, right?
Okay.
Now check this out. Just recently, they found the pillar of salt. They found proof to a story that happened in the Bible. So you ever hear the story of Sodom and Gomorrah?
Oh no.
In the Bible, there was a city. And people in the city were sinning and they're doing terrible acts, right? And God wanted to punish the city. And he said, okay, I'm going to send fire to destroy it. But I'm going to warn this family there that I think they're good people. And it happened to be this family of this guy named Lot. The angels came to him and warned him, hey, you guys have to leave because the city's going to go up in flames. So they all dipped, they all left out, right? Immediately, when they started leaving, balls of fire started hitting the city. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And it started like engulfing the entire city into flames. It was crazy.
And it's a real story. That's what happened.
Listen. One rule God said to them is you cannot look back. That's the one rule, right? They were getting away from it, but it was so tempting for his wife. She really wanted to see what's happening to the city. So she turned her head and looked out at the city. And she turned into a pillar of salt.
What?
She turned into a pillar of salt, right?
Okay.
Now check this out. Just recently, they found the pillar of salt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
They found the pillar of salt on a mountain that seemed to be the direction Lot and his family would have escaped from.
Yo.
Yeah. And check this out. It's so wild. It's
You
so
have a
wild.
picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so interesting.
Well, yeah, what does it look like?
Obviously, it doesn't look exactly like a woman.
Okay.
Because it's happened
supposed to be
thousands and thousands of years ago, right?
Yeah.
But there's already archaeological evidence they found of the whole city. There's sulfur. There's deposits of sulfur. They have no explanation for it. They have no explanation of how it happened, how this could even be here.
Yeah.
And they looked at the salt pillar. Bro, they never found anything like this ever in the world.
Yeah.
Also, it's true. That pillar is completely salt. Everything else is different material.
Holy
and
fuck.
what's so interesting, they cracked into it.
No.
Yeah, they cracked into it.
So
And they did tests and they found bio-organic material that could have been from someone or something living.
no.
Which they think
Was
it
the
lines
woman.
up to Lot's wife in the story of Sodom.
Yo.
There's a famous painting by Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
And it's a painting depicting Jesus.
Okay.
And he's holding like a glass ball, right? Now,
Please like and subscribe.
everything, including the Mona Lisa, bro. There's never any mistake to shading or reflection. And that's one thing they studied about Leonardo da Vinci. He doesn't mess up.
Okay.
But there was a mistake in the Jesus where he's holding glass. Because the light is supposed to be depicted from somewhere else the way it's hitting his face.
Yeah.
But the light. Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys. Their phones were being spied on. Click on this icon and on more. If you see it, delete it immediately. Was hitting the glass ball as if it was coming off his hand. So that way, he was depicting that the sun is Jesus.
So that's fire. But that's not a mistake.
It's not a mistake, but they thought it was.
My goodness, that's fire. It's cooking, bro. Did you see the Brazil carnival?
Is it the demonic one?
Yeah, so I guess it was purposely to like make fun of God.
Wow.
They had big demon statue. They had God crawling on the
What the
pavement,
fuck?
and then there was people dressed as the demon, and they were poking at him. Right? They even had one guy who's dressed up as God hanging from one of the blimps. He lost sense of all his body parts and shit like that. That's how bad it got. Right after, God sent a flood.
Please
A bunch
like
of
and
people were
subscribe.
in Brazil. A bunch of people were homeless in Brazil. This is Brazil's like world record of rain that they got.
Damn.
Yeah, the big Rio de Janeiro statue like this,
yeah.
it got struck. There's pictures of it got struck by lightning. He's powerful, fam. I think there's a quote is like, God will not take so much mockery of him.
I would never dare to do that shit on things that you don't understand. Like, let's say there's another religion, like, and you fuck up the ritual. It probably has some negative negative effects on
Yeah,
you, bro.
of course.
This is gonna scare you though. I don't know. If
No,
I
no,
can say
I
it.
do it. I love
No,
those stories.
this is a real story. So lately, I've been feeling kind of not myself. Man.
What?
Yeah, and you know I'm religious. I'm very religious. So I decided to go to church on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
So I went to church, and this is gonna sound scary to you, but
Yeah.
when it came time for like communion, you know, when you get the bread, the Eucharist.
Yeah.
This is kind of fucked to say, but like I was walking toward the priest, and I had this urge to laugh. Yeah, fam.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, like I had this urge to like burst out laughing. I was scared, right? I just kept praying, and then, you know what I mean, locked it away, like.
Yeah.
And then one night I had a dream. It was like I heard someone scream.
Please
I
like
was in the
and
living room.
subscribe.
Someone screaming for their life. They were like screaming, like, "Get me out!" Like yeah, like screaming. This is exactly what I heard in my head. You're gonna get scared. Okay. This is exactly what I heard in my head. You know John the disciple, one of the disciples of Jesus? They say he's still alive.
Whoa, where?
They have every single one of the disciples, how they got, where they got, right? Except for one, John. In one of the stories, this was before Jesus was crucified, they were all by like a campfire, right? Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" Peter said, "Yeah, I love you." Jesus goes, "You are gonna be for me. You're gonna be martyred for me." Peter, he was in shock, and he turns and he looks at John. He goes, "What's gonna happen to him?" This is John 21:23. "If I want him to stay alive until I come again, what is that to you? You follow me." Now this is really interesting. Every single one of the apostles, the disciple, Andrew was crucified. Bartholomew crucified. James, the other James, every single one except for John. They tried to put him in a pot of oil in front of the Colosseum for everyone to watch. There's a line here in the Bible that said he wouldn't be harmed. When they put him in the pot of oil, he survived. And that's one of the miracles that changed like all of the faith in Rome. They tried so many times to kill him, but they couldn't. What it said is he probably old age, but there's no proof and there's no account of it. The eclipse is gonna happen, and there's gonna be darkness for maybe even days. Specifically 3 days. Specifically.
Okay.
Now-
What is the hints?
Okay, so in the Bible, this is where is it? This is Matthew 12:39. So they talk about you won't receive a sign for the apocalypse or for the end of days. Only the prophet Jonah will be your sign.
Yeah.
Right? Now check this out. It also says there will be 3 days of darkness.
Okay.
In the Bible, fam. This is in the Bible. Feel me? Now check this out. So, in the story of Jonah, he was the one swallowed by the whale, remember?
Yeah.
So the whole story with that was he had to save this city called Nineveh. And the people of Nineveh were sinning and they didn't believe in God and they were doing all this nonsense.
Jonah,
His job by God was, you have to go and convince the people of Nineveh to stop sinning and believe in me so that I will save all of them. That's what God's deal was.
Yeah.
Remember where he was swallowed by the whale, and then that was where he was deciding he was running away from God. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. I don't really want to be that guy. And he was stuck in the whale, and he decided, okay, you know what? I'm gonna listen to you. And he got spat out by the whale.
Okay.
After how many days?
3.
3 days.